morning. I'm 82. Let me show you the 15-minute practice I do daily to get the results, the benefits. It feels great and I am so happy. First, I drink my 16 ounces of water. It makes a big difference. Yikes. You actually get to use the bathroom right away. I begin doing something that's safe and I can control the intensity. All movement follows my breathing. So I take a nice big inhale. I bend my knees and I slowly drop back and let gravity really take this stretch. And I bend one knee and then the other, and it's really breathing and inhaling and exhaling. Then I bend my knees and I pull way up. Then I straighten my legs and I round. Now watch how I lift the back of my neck and I squeeze my buttocks and lift my tummy. I bend my knees, I roll forward and then I pause. And I already have heard all kind of communication from inside my body. After doing the sink stretch, my body says, you really need to twist and you need to do something to get this side body, you know what I mean? A little bit hiding there. So we're gonna get some good circulation. The leg next to the counter just is forward. We lift up and we keep really long. We take a big inhale and we exhale, we slide way out. At the same time, I'm moving my hips back. I use this hand to help myself twist. I anchor my back foot and I get longer, and I slowly come out. I close my eyes and I practice listening and feeling where the circulation is flowing into my body for cleansing and rebuilding. It's wonderful. Then I got to do the other side. Turn sideways to the counter. I step the foot forward that's near the counter. I start twisting, and I'm breathing as I'm stretching forward. Oh, so many areas are opening up for some good cleansing and healing and rebuilding. And now I use this hand to twist. More breath. I wiggle my hips, I anchor my back foot, and I slowly come out. Slowly is the key. You pause. You put your hands on your belly. You wiggle your toes from the foundation of your feet up through this house we live in. This body, I'm listening, I'm hearing, and I'm discovering so many things that are going on inside just from that little sink stretch and the counter stretch. We begin with our breath. First, we lengthen your inhale and exhale, but you also work the breath, guiding the spine to get longer also. Long, tall spine, wide open nostrils, throat relaxed, lips slightly parted, and feeling the breath flow in, and that's where you put your hands on your ribs to feel that huge inhale expansion. And as you exhale, your ribs contract and your spine lengthens up. It's called lighten up with your exhale. Every inhale, you open and expand. Every exhale, you elongate and lighten up. Breathing and pausing and feeling the results of your breath. Your breath guides the way. We stand and we remember we use the benefit of the sofa close to us so we can stay in our poses longer for stamina. So I stand on the leg that's next to the sofa. I put my hands on my sacrum that opens the shoulders and lengthens the front body. And I slowly start to lift that back leg, but it has to be very long. And I can just bend and straighten my standing leg, and I breathe and lift that leg higher, but I keep my chest lifted, and then I slowly scoop my hands forward, and I scoop my hands up as the foot comes down, and then I pause. You're building strength, endurance, flexibility, and balance, all at the same time, along with great endurance. We're going to begin very much like the other one. You start, lift up, tilt, tilt, tilt. Now, the nice thing is you take one hand down and you open up and you got the sofa to keep you from falling over. Now, you really open your hip up and guess what? You're really working on your derriere, that bottom. You lift and straighten, you lift that leg higher. Then again, you come back around and you bend your standing leg to give you a little stamina to get up and back to center. Then you get down on the floor. And the way you get down on the floor, each day you notice what you're doing to get down on the floor. You're aware of it. I like to put one hand on the sofa and come on down. And I come over to my side. I swing my legs around. That's what I like to do. But you listen to your own body. It'll tell you what to do. And then I like to hold on to my knees. I lift up and I round back and I slowly roll back, holding my knees. I take my legs up and I start by shaking. It's so important to get your ankles to relax and your calves to relax. Then I stretch out and I get so long, really, really long before I bend my knees and I let my knees go to one side. And this is more dynamic than you imagine. This little tiny thing of extending, tucking, tilting the tailbone right here. So much going on. There's armpit opening. You move this arm around. And your body tells you, it gives you a little hint. Do this, do that. Here's a good trick. You press this up and see how I just turn my whole spine. So my chest is facing up. And I'm breathing, and then I take like a nice big breath. I bring my knees up, and I wait for another wonderful big inhale. I move on the exhale, dropping over it again. I do this little tuck and tilt here. I do this little tuck and tilt, extending this knee. I reach the arm up. I feel this opening in the armpit, stretching, and the stretch goes all the way from my knee through the body, all the way up here. But watch this trick. You press down and you turn your chest. I just got 3 adjustments in my spine. Every day our spine moves around. Keep it mobile. That's the key. Then you slowly come up. You pause and you bring these wonderful knees into your chest. If you can't get hold of your knees, you get hold behind your knees. People say, I can't get hold of my knees. But I say, get hold behind your knees. You hug them, then release, you let go, and you pause. So important to pause and breathe. The next thing is I take hold my knee. I use it, a little swing of the knee to bring yourself up. And then I reach around and I get my blanket because it's really important to sit on your blanket. Why? Because it's so essential to get curve in your low back when you're doing a twist. So you're not doing a flat back, you're doing a nice natural curves, integrity of your spine it's called. And you step over and you reach way up. You keep yourself so long and you hug your knee. Take some time to hug your knee. Of course, while you're hugging it, you're going to feel some nice in your IT band, in your piriformis, in your low back, and you can do a little tuck and tilt right here. And then you press down in your blanket to get taller, and you keep turning from the tummy to your ribs to your heart. Turn from your heart, not your head. Just plenty of time to turn from your heart and breathe. And pause and close your eyes and lift your heart to look up a little more. And then slowly, slowly coming out and pausing. Before you use the other side, but you feel how long your spine is. So long now, it's longer. More space between each vertebra. You can be taller. Let's bring ourselves to our wonderful child's pose that prepares us for downward dog. We see how much we can scoot back to our heels with our bottom and work on relaxing our calves. We relax, and then we stretch from our sit bones going back to reaching way forward. And you keep your hands there as you lift your belly to come up. You lift up, you bring your knees under your hips, you send your hips back, and we begin with a nice flowing cat stretch. Chin in, and you feel how you can lift up the whole back. And then you bring your heart forward and you look up and see the ceiling. And you jut your chin, and I'm telling you, it really makes a difference in the chin. Really brings some circulation to that throat, and rounding, rounding, rounding. You roll through. Now watch this. The inner elbows are forward. My chest is between my arms. I relax my head. I tuck my toes, and I lift so high as I rock my chest and my armpits back to my legs. I lift the heels, and I look at my legs, lifting my heels so much before it's not the heels going down as much as your bottom going up, 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 up. And then I bring my feet together. I lift this leg so high. Then I inhale, bring forward and back up. And then I touch my elbow and I go way back up. And then I change legs, lift up, bring forward and look forward and back. And then I touch my elbow and then I go back and up, up, up. And watch the coming down. You push way back to release. And you, and you breathe so much. Resting there, resting there. Don't come up quick. You stay down. And you just breathe and enjoy it. And you thank yourself for your practice before you slowly come up and you just go, thank you, dear friend. I've taken my good 15 minutes of personal care, quality versus quantity, quality versus quantity. Then you have this 82-year-old life that's so wonderful.